What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. As you can see, we're inside the house today, but I got an upcoming trip at the California Delta, and we're going to be going to omniafishing.com to check out what's going on at that lake. Omniafishing.com is not only an online tackle store, but it's also a place where people leave fishing reports. They have information about the lakes, what could be working at that time. So we're gonna be going there. I'm gonna walk you through buying some of the tackle that I'm gonna be getting for that trip. And then we're gonna go through me unboxing those baits, fishing those baits, catching some fish on those baits, and then leaving a report on the website ourselves. So pretty cool video trying to showcase what omniafishing.com is all about. This video is sponsored by them, so big thank you to them. But let's get into it. We're gonna go into the computer, we're gonna dive into the omniafishing.com website, and we're gonna take it step by step and buy some tackle. So right here we have the Omnia Fishing homepage. Basically, this is no different than any other online tackle retailer. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Find a Lake. We're gonna click on Find a Lake, and then in the search bar, we're gonna type in California Delta. Click on that, and then it brings up the map of the California Delta. And then over here, we have See Lake Details. So we're gonna click on that. It's gonna bring up basically the homepage for the California Delta. As you can see right here, we have a map of the Delta, and you can zoom out. We got Frank's Track, which is a major part of the lake, and then you have all the different areas that you can fish on the Delta. This thing is huge. You can fish all over the place. The Delta is gigantic. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna view the lake details. What do you need to know about fishing the California Delta? So basically, this is a summary that's been written about the California Delta. It's one of the best lakes, giant bass, a lot of thick grass, a lot of fishing, good fishing, but at the same time, can be challenging at times. It's a tidal fishery that acts like dinner bells for those fish. Bluegill patterns, the reds, the green pumpkin, shad patterns, but for whatever reason, those fish like to key on red. So when we're looking at some of the baits here soon, we're gonna be paying attention to those natural colors in addition to some of those reds. So another cool feature when it comes to Omnia Fishing is it's gonna give you links and bait selections based on fishing reports on the page. So if you scroll down here, it's gonna show you the different techniques that come to mind or that are based on those fishing reports. We got wacky rigs, crankbaits, jerkbaits, Nico rig. But if we come up here, it's gonna give us some bait ideas that you might wanna select. And if we go down a little bit further, we've got different articles, possible videos on how to fish some of these top baits. And this one, obviously, we're looking at different summer techniques, crankbait rods, crankbait setups, how to choose the right crankbaits, and then we have crankbait selections and options down here. We got the 6 Sense Cloud 9 C15. That's always a good option. And then also if you need to change out the hooks, you have hook options right here as well. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to the fishing reports. Fishing reports obviously are gonna come from fishermen that have been fishing the lake, that have caught fish and are reporting their success or lack of success out on the water. So we're gonna be looking at some of these reports. This one's by me, and as you can see, square bill crankbaits are in detail right here. We got the Crush 50X, the 6 Sense, and multiple different colors for this report. We have spring, submerged vegetation, largemouth bass. This should say shallow diving crankbaits or square bills, but those are some good options. So you can click on this and it's gonna take you exactly to that bait to buy. It's color specific, bait specific, it's super detailed. It's gonna get you on some fish for sure. And then if we go down further, we have another report right here talking about wacky rigs in that submerged vegetation. And then we got more bait selections right here. And then now we have another Nico rig report right here as well. They got all the baits right here. We got the worm, the Nico weight, the braided line, the Invisex, fluorocarbon, how to wacky rig with the pliers, the wacky saddles right here, all the stuff that you need in order to do it. And then this one gets pretty detailed. Water temp 72, limited visibility. They were tournament fishing, and it goes into a lot of detail on how they caught their fish. Wacky rigs, the Senko, very, very detailed. It's gonna help you if you've never been there before. So now they are flipping a Senko in the grass line along the rock, which is, if you've been to the Delta, that's a top way to catch fish. So you kind of see an idea of how the website works, how you can utilize those fishing reports, how you can utilize the different conditions based upon the time of year that you're actually going to this website. It's gonna give you different tackle selection, different options, different suggestions to help you go out there and have a successful trip. So some of the things that I think you should really focus on when it comes to utilizing these fishing reports, Baits obviously are important because they're going to lead you in the right direction, but a couple other things that I think you want to pay attention to are the types of structure that they are fishing around. Submerged vegetation, it could be reeds, it could be grass, it could be rock. Those are the things that you want to pay attention to because they may not be eating that particular bait that they were eating when this report happened, so you might want to buy some things that are also going to be able to be fished around the grass or around the rock, which is what we're going to be doing today. But what we're going to do is we're going to start off by clicking on the Crush 50X square bill crankbait in the bluegill spawn. The bluegill spawn is probably one of my favorite colors by far. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add one of those to our cart because that's one of the baits that I want to get. So that we're also gonna do is we're gonna look around and see what different color options are available in this bait. So we're gonna have the Craw Bomb color, which is a good red color for the Delta. So we're gonna add that one to our cart as well. And even though my report says just the Crush 50X, we might also want to look at maybe the Crush 50 or the Crush 100X, a little bit bigger profile. So we can go up to the search part and we're going to type in Crush 100X. We're going to click on that and we're going to see what color options we have available there. So once again, we have the bluegill spawn color available. So we're going to add one of those to our cart. And then you got to remember that report did say clear water. Shad is an option as well. So we're gonna click on some of these shad patterns and find one that we like. And I'm gonna go with wild shad. This is one that I really like. So we're gonna add one of those to our cart as well. So like I mentioned a second ago, it's really important to have an open mind. Even though you're looking at reports and having different bait selections made for you by the website and by those fishing reports, you also want to think about what's being written in those fishing reports. What kind of baits might you want to buy in addition to the ones that they're suggesting? Now, if you're at the Delta, a lot of grass, stuff like that, a chatterbait is going to be key. So we're going to look through here. We're going to find some maybe a bluegill color like this green pumpkin chatterbait. We're going to click on that. I like to go with a 1/2 ounce. You fish a lot of shallow water at the Delta, so a 3/8 would be as okay as well. So we're going to add the 1/2 ounce to our cart and we're going to check out to see if we have any fire craw colors, because obviously you're gonna want a good red color out there on the Delta. We do have the fire craw in that 1/2 ounce, so we're gonna add that guy to the cart. And then I know of a good color that kind of combines the red and that green pumpkin, and it is called Heights Hot Craw. We're gonna get that one in the cart as well. So I think that we have some awesome reaction baits ready to go for our trip on the Delta. So sometimes when you're tournament fishing, you're gonna get on a bite like a chatterbait. It causes a lot of vibration, has that noise, it's got a lot of action down there in the water, but sometimes the pressure of the tournament can get those fish to not want to commit to that chatterbait anymore, and a good option to change over to is a swim jig. So right here we have the 6 Sense Divine swim jig. We have black and blue, we have a bunch of different colors available to us. I'm seeing a green pumpkin, kind of a bluegill color that I really like. It's called Baby Bream. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add that to the cart as well. So another bait that I noticed that was mentioned on the Delta reports page is a jerkbait. So now we have the 6 Sense Provoke 106X jerkbait. We're gonna click through, kind of find some colors that we might like. I did like that bluegill spawn color right here, but we also have Ghost Pro Shad, Ghost Sexified Shad. That's one of my favorite colors. So you know what, we're gonna add that one to the cart as well. That color always seems to get bit pretty much everywhere we go. So as you guys can see, you can utilize the website to get your tackle, to get an idea of what kind of lake you're gonna be fishing, different baits that are gonna be working on that particular lake at that particular time. Now, there might be other baits that I pull out of my tackle box the day that I'm there, but this gives you ideas heading out for your trip based on time of year, based on past fishing reports, and based on baits that actually get bit at the actual lake that you're going to. So I'm gonna buy this stuff, and then the next part of this video is gonna be me unboxing everything, and then we're gonna be going through and actually fishing this stuff and hopefully catching some fish on it, and then we're gonna wrap everything up by doing an actual Omnia fishing report that's gonna detail how I caught my fish out on the California Delta.
Well guys, we're back. And it's time to do that unboxing that I was talking to you guys about earlier in this video. We're out on the Delta. I just launched. I just got here last night, stayed the night, and we are out on the California Delta today. I got my box from Omnia Fishing right here. We're gonna do the unboxing. We're gonna get rigged up, and then we're gonna go fishing. There's a chance that some of these fish catches that you're gonna see in this video may not be from today specifically. I am out here practicing for a tournament, so I'm gonna be using these baits in practice for the tournament. So you might see the clothes change or something like that, but we're gonna be catching some fish on these baits. I'm pretty confident about that using the information that we had from the Omnia website. So let's get into the unboxing. All right, so the first thing we got out of the box is the 6 Sense Divine swim jig in this 1/2 ounce size. The next thing we got is the 1/2 ounce chatterbait in the Heights Hot Crawl. This is the green pumpkin with a little bit of red in it as well. We also have the green pumpkin chatterbait that we bought. This one is for sure gonna get bit out here. I'm also very confident about this one. The next chatterbait that we have in here is the fire craw color. Red is a big color out here on the Delta, so you can't go wrong trying this fire craw color. The other bait that we got in here is the 6 Sense Provoke 106X in the Ghost Sectified Shad color, my favorite color jerkbait by far. We also have the Crush 50X in the bluegill spawn color. There might be bluegills on beds out here right now, and anytime you find bluegill beds, there's gonna be big bass around. So throwing one of these little bluegill crankbaits around those areas could be really, really profitable. We also have the Craw Bomb color in the Crush 50X as well. And then going up in size in crankbaits, we have the 100X in the Wild Shad color. Anytime you find bait in an area, you can't go wrong throwing a shad pattern like this. And then we have the Crush 100X in the bluegill spawn color as well. Sometimes the fish just want a little bit bigger profile, and you can't go wrong going up in a little bit larger crankbait like this Crush 100X. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get everything rigged up and tied on, and then we're gonna get out here onto the Delta and start fishing and hopefully catch some fish on these baits. There we go. There we go. Another striper. There we go. And we got one on the fire craw chatterbait, guys. The red chatterbait that we got from omniafishing.com. Can't beat that, guys. Not a big one. Not what we're looking for out in the Delta, but you know what? To start, we were able to catch fish on one of those baits that we bought. There we go. There we go. There we go. On that red and green pumpkin chatterbait that we got. Heck yeah, man. Another one in the boat. Not a giant, but hey, at least we're getting some bites. There we go. Fish on, man.
That's big right there, boy. Whoa!
Yeah, man, it's like a big flat in here. That was a big one. Chatterbait.
That's big.
There we go. There, that's a good one, dude. Chatterbait, yeah. Oh, it felt good. Felt like it was a big one, man. Keeper. I'm fishing too shallow, dude. Yeah.
So as you can see, we're back at home, we're back in the house, and just want to summarize a little bit of what was going on in some of those fish catches that you saw. Obviously, the chatterbait was the deal. You had to be around grass and tules, and where the grass and the tules kind of came together was where a lot more of those largemouth were. Using that chatterbait and really ripping it through the grass was very important as well, and having current around you is very important at the Delta as well. So using the fire craw, the green pumpkin, and that Heights hot craw color all produced fish. They were all must-have baits out on this trip, and I'm very glad that I looked at the fishing reports here on Omnia, saw that there was a grass connection, and obviously we know that the chatterbait is a great grass bait. The crankbaits on this trip were really striper oriented for whatever reason. A lot of times you can catch quality largemouth up at the Delta on those square bill crankbaits, but for whatever reason, the stripers wanted those baits on this trip. But nevertheless, we did get bites on those square bills and on those crankbaits. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to the omniafishing.com website, and we're gonna do a fishing report that's gonna summarize our day out on the water, or our trip for that matter, out at the California Delta. So as you can see right now, we are on my dashboard, and we're gonna go to my lakes, which is right here. Now we're gonna go down and we're gonna find the California Delta, which is right here, and we're gonna submit a fishing report. So the season, I would say, is summer. Species, largemouth bass. Technique is going to be, let's see here, we're blade baits, chatterbaits. Hot bait, we're gonna list jackhammer. We can do 3/8 green pumpkin. We can also do the different colors, fire craw, and then we'll also do another jackhammer. So for this report, we're gonna be talking about those 3 baits as the hot baits. We're also gonna recommend those crankbaits that we bought, because those are obviously baits that catch fish based on other reports, and we did get bites on them, and then in my trip out there we did catch some smaller bass. So I am gonna still recommend those square bills. So those are 6 cents, Crush 50, square bills, and bluegill spawn. And then we will also do the craw bomb color. And then when it comes to structure, we were fishing matted grass. Make sure submerged vegetation is a better one, because the matted grass would have been more for punching and stuff like that. And then forage, we're gonna go with bluegill. So what I'm gonna do now is an additional information. I'm gonna be talking about different specific things that helped me catch those fish. The grass, the tules, the depth, the water temperature, stuff like that. So we're gonna add that in to our fishing report, so it helps other people out as they come here and check out the fishing reports, trying to figure out what they need to do when they go to the California Delta. So the water temperature was around 68 degrees. I was fishing shallow grass. The grass depth depended on the tides. Ripping the chatterbait through the grass was key. A craw style trailer or a Zaco style trailer produced fish. Finding clean, non-mucky grass was key to fishing the chatterbait correctly and efficiently. On this trip, the square bills produced striped bass, bites, and small largemouth, non-keepers. Having current flowing in the area you were fishing was a key as well. So something that Omnia also lets you do on these fishing reports is it also allows you to upload a photo. So we're gonna choose a photo. I know I have one on my desktop over here. So we're gonna upload this chatterbait photo right here, drag it into place, and then we can also upload a video. So I have this chatterbait fish catch video over here, and we're gonna upload that as well. Give it a second to upload, And now we are ready to submit our report. Fishing report submitted, all set. So guys, as you can see, OmniaFishing.com is an awesome resource for you guys to do research on your next trip. It's a great place to buy the tackle that you're wanting for your next trip. Based upon that research, you're gonna be able to find baits, you're gonna find out information on the lake, you're gonna find forage, you're gonna find water temperatures, you're gonna find out all kinds of different information about the lake that you're going fishing at. You might even learn stuff about the lakes that you fish all of the time, but especially, and I mean especially, if you're going out of town to a lake that you don't fish very often and you're not checking Omnia Fishing for reports prior to going fishing, you're missing out on valuable information. You're also missing out on valuable information about the lakes that you fish on a regular basis. You might feel like you're an expert on those lakes, but you never know. Something that somebody else is reporting about your lake might put you on your next favorite bite. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add links to my fishing report. I'm gonna add links to the baits that I used in the video, the baits that I bought in this video. I'm gonna link them all down in the description of today's video, and I'm gonna have a link to Omnia Fishing itself. Guys, I am an affiliate for OmniaFishing.com, so if you guys use the links or use my Omnia link in the future, I will get credit for those sales and I do get a commission. So I really appreciate your support in using my links that I provide for Omnia Fishing, because if you click on that link and go to their website and make a purchase, I will get a commission on that, so it really helps support the channel. So guys, I hope this video was very valuable to you guys. I hope it was giving you a new resource, and it's also giving you a great place to go buy some of your tackle. I buy stuff from Omnia Fishing all the time. So head over to OmniaFishing.com, use my affiliate link, and check out the website. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!